A friend of mine once told me that I make things seem easy. I love that statement. And today, what I would like to share with you is how it is possible that I make the difficult things seem easy. Well, even though there is a small part in me that is positive and that looks into the things, and that this is something that comes naturally to me, actually there is the big part in it is that I work on it intentionally. When I face a difficult situation, I I taught myself, I trained myself to find ways to look into it in a positive way. So because I know that what you focus on comes. Now, actually, this is what I learned. So, in times where I go through any challenging time, difficult time, or when I dwell on something, I always have two choices. One, either to dive into it, and the other is to dabble, to find excuses, etc. I mostly choose to go and dive directly into it. Yet, there are these times where I am, as all of us, double, procrastinate, follow my excuses. With time, I noticed that this is not helping me. So what I do is that first, knowing that what I focus on is what will come, so I focus on the positive. So every time that I face a challenge or a problem, I ask myself, what is the meaning of this? So I notice if I am making any negative meaning about the situation. Even if it's a negative situation, it is the meaning that we give it. So I do my best, I work intentionally to find what is positive behind it. The other thing is that to control how I react to it. I may not have a control or influence over the circumstance, but I do have a fully control over my thoughts and feelings that is attributed to this situation. So, what I do is that when I face a difficult time, like when something comes in front of me, I usually dive and live it fully because I believe that we came to this life to live it fully. And yes, there are some times where I do create excuses. And what I do after that is that I ask myself, what happened? Why didn't I follow my heart and live it? Was it in my control? Was it something that I can impact, I can influence, or that circumstance is totally out of my control? So if it's in my control, for sure, I do something and change it. But if it's out of my control, what I do is that I control my thoughts towards it, I control my reaction towards it. I do a lot of inner work around it, and this is really helps me into finding it because I know that when we are only creating excuses, things doesn't go the way we want. And I am a strong believer that we came to this life to live it, not to waste it. So every time I find myself wasting the life or the day that I am living, I go back, like I step back and I sit and kind of like reflect around it. What could I have done differently? What can I do differently? And I do that from the place of curiosity rather than shaming and criticizing myself. Because, yes, we do have some times where we cannot live the life fully. So my invitation for you is that notice uh, notice the situation that you are in. Know that you are the only control you have in this world is to control yourself. You cannot control circumstances. You cannot control other people. You cannot control how they behave towards you. but you can control and influence yourself. So the only place is here. So my invitation for you is that whenever you find yourself in a difficult situation or reacting to something, just ask yourself this question: what part I am in control in? What can I influence? And what do I need to let go? So, wish you a wonderful day, and I hope that this will be helpful for you.